Hey guys, focus on me, camera, focus. Okay, good. Good afternoon. Hope your Mondays are going well. This is my first time making. Oh God, first time making a video. Like I was just saying, and it's already a disaster. God damn, focus on me. There you go. All right. So I just wanted to make this video. It's hopefully it'll be brief, but I talk too much sometimes. But I wanted to talk about inflammation, anxiety, and the spices and spices. I know they all seem kind of like unrelated, right? Anxiety, inflammation, and spices. Like, and when I mean spices, I'm talking about spices that you put in like your foods, like a curry or something like that. So, but yes. So, why am I just talking about these three random things? Well, to me, they're not very random. That's why. Anxiety and inflammation. Anxiety is something that we face in our minds, or takes place in our minds, and inflammation is something that takes place in our body. They might seem unrelated, but to me, and by the way, this is very like a lot of it is personal views. I incorporate some science in it. A lot of it is kind of hippie-ish and stuff, I have a very fractal way of looking at the universe, so that's why I make these kind of things, these kind of weird connections in my own life. But then it makes sense to me, and maybe some of you will find that it makes sense to you guys. So do with this information as you want. So anyway, where was I? I have no idea where I was. But it was something about how everything is, okay, whatever. So anxiety, okay, anxiety, this is my first time, I'm sorry. Anxiety and inflammation to me are the same, because like anxiety takes place in your mind and it's an overreaction. Anxiety is like an overreaction to something, like you're just scared of something for no reason, right? Whether it could be like, for instance, you get anxiety from spiders, arachnophobia. You get anxiety from enclosed spaces, claustrophobia, or maybe it's from heights. It's an overreaction, because your mind just starts thinking those things are dangerous, which in some cases they are. I mean, like, there are spiders that can kill you, but not every spider is gonna kill you. And yes, in close spaces you can, I guess, suffocate or whatnot, but not every enclosed space is gonna try and kill you. It's not like you're gonna get an elevator and the elevator's trying to kill you. It's just trying to get you up to the next level, or it's trying to take you down, or trying to take you up, or just whatnot. It's an overreaction. In the same way, inflammation is pretty much an overreaction that takes place in your bodies to something that's harmless, right? For instance, let's people that have seasonal allergies, like I suffer from seasonal allergies. Our bodies are overreacting to pollen for no reason. It thinks it's a bacteria or something, and it just overreacts, starts attacking it. And in the same way, like, our minds will go crazy when, we have anxiety. Our bodies are just going crazy when we have that kind of inflammation, Other things, for instance, like gluten intolerance, there's a lot of studies showing there's levels to gluten intolerance, and there's even studies showing, like, there might be connections with gluten and eczema, for instance, and dermatitis, all that kind of stuff. But gluten's another thing. They're saying like I said, there's levels. They're saying there's levels to it now. I feel like even me, I don't think I'm very intolerant of gluten, but I have noticed that when there is no gluten in my diet, I just function better. My joints feel better. My stomach feels better. My mind feels better. Because it's like our body's just attacking it for no reason, And me, I'm a very active person. I'm a very, very active person, and the one thing that I really need my body to be doing every day is recovering. I work out every day in the morning. I'm up, I'm running, I'm lifting weights, I'm doing everything. I'm in the gym usually maybe up to 2 hours or more, sometimes even, just tearing my body apart. So I'm like I said, every day. So what I need my body to do is recover, and preferably I'd like it to recover fast. The faster the better, because I'm gonna be destroying my body again the next day, and then the next day, and the next day, and it just keeps going. And for me, I started incorporating a lot of like, now this is where I get into spices. I started incorporating a lot of spices into my diet because I wanted to combat inflammation. I think there are a lot of things in our diets that cause inflammation that, you know, not a lot of it is talked about. But I feel like anytime you introduce something foreign into your body, it can cause some degree of inflammation. And I don't want my body to be doing that, you know, because I want my body to focus on recovering. I don't want it to be just overreacting to something it shouldn't be. So that's why this is something I started doing about maybe 6 months ago, and I have noticed a difference. You know, I started incorporating more foods that have anti-inflammatory properties in them into my diet. So I started incorporating my handy dandy Tupperware of science. I started incorporating a lot of like stuff like onions, which has actually this has more oxidation properties. So it's very good for clearing up like free radicals in your body. Ginger is another very good spice, very good anti-inflammatory properties. Garlic is another great one. Turmeric has good anti-inflammatory properties. Those I started incorporating those things into my diet, into just my general lifestyle, because I want my body to recover optimally. And I've noticed it because before I started doing this, I would maybe do legs, you know, like a leg day once a week, because it would take forever for me to recover from a leg day. You know, sometimes 3, 4, 5 days it would take, you know, before my legs are good. Now, with this, you know, after incorporating all these spices and stuff into my diet, I'm recovered. The next day I could hit legs again. You know, nowadays I have a leg day 2 or 3 times a week. And I'm 155 pounds right now, and I'm doing squats with over 200 pounds. I'm leg pressing 590, and it's full reps, you know, and I'm doing them right after I do my cardio. And my body recovers terrifically. Like I feel nothing the next day. It's amazing. And it makes me smile, because like I hated leg day, you know, because of how much it would handicap me for like a whole week. But now it's all right, you know. I'm good to go. The next day I'm good to go. And so from my personal experience, you know, I've noticed that, you know, incorporating foods that have anti-inflammatory properties in them have helped me with my recovery from my workouts, and that's part of the reason why I'm making this video, to spread that message, but also just to incorporate these spices in general into your life is good, because you know, studies are showing like a lot of the diseases that we have in our, you know, that in our society right now are caused by inflammation, whether it's heart disease or the plaque that builds up, you know, all those things, especially like some of the stuff that happens in our intestines, it's all caused by inflammation. Especially like inflammation in our gut can cause, it's so weird how inflammation in our gut can cause like heart disease and stuff, but that's what studies are showing now. You know, or like bacteria that's in our mouth can cause like, you know, a blood clot or something. Those are things that are being discovered now, you know, but all of it has to do with inflammation. And which is another reason why I, you know, started, you know, incorporating a lot of these kind of spices into my diet, just to combat inflammation. But mainly, I mean, definitely I do it for the health, but it's also mainly, another reason is for the recovery. I just wanted to see if it would help, and it has helped me. I don't know if it will help everybody else, but to me it seems to make sense. You know, there's no scientific literature behind all this mumbo jumbo that I'm spitting out. This is from personal experience, but it makes sense to me. Like, if your body is not, you know, like splitting its energy between, you know, fighting something that it shouldn't be and recovering from a workout, if your body can just stop fighting the thing that it shouldn't be fighting, it will have more resources, more energy to use towards recovery, you know, towards your body recovering from its workout. And it seems to work for me. I'm not saying it's, I don't know, this camera is so weird. Focus on me, camera. Okay, there you go. So I'm not saying that, Jesus Christ, this camera. It's probably because it's dark. I'm sorry, guys, but, hello. Okay. But yeah, it's up to you how you use this information. Like I said, eating a diet more with these kind of anti-inflammatory properties to them have helped me with recovery from workouts. Try it out for yourselves. See if it makes a difference. I would say, give it a good month or two. Don't just try it for a few days and be like, oh, it hasn't worked. JoJo's lying. He's crazy. Which I am crazy, but I mean, just try it. I mean, it might work, But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. Like I said, I have a very fractal way of looking at the universe, so that's why I'll make these kind of weird connections between like anxiety and inflammation, things that have like nobody else will make a connection with. I'll make that connection because to me it makes sense, and but yeah, I mean, to just yeah, be healthy. Incorporate some spices in your diet and stuff, and eat more curry. But that's it. That's all I want to talk about. I'll probably make more of these videos. Honestly, I just wanted to try this out, see how it goes, and I liked it, even though my camera's acting funny. Probably I need more lights, that's the issue. What else? But I'll probably make more videos. If you guys have any questions or whatnot, or you want me to talk about something, feel free to let me know about it. But that's it. I'll make more videos in the future about something. I'll probably start, eventually at some point start putting up training videos. It's just right now I just don't have the time to be doing that just yet. But hopefully in the future, if my schedule can clear up, I'll put some training videos up. What else could I be talking about? I think that's it. Anyways, guys, you enjoy the rest of your Monday, and just be happy, be positive, be good to each other. Just live your life, as long as you're not hurting anybody, just don't worry about what other people think. Just do you. Just live your life. If you're driving yourself crazy with anxieties about like what other people are thinking and whatnot, you're never gonna get ahead in your life. It's like kind of like the way like if your body, if it's fighting things that it shouldn't be, your body's not gonna recover it properly, right? The same way, if your mind is overreacting to something that it shouldn't be, you're not gonna be focused on what you need to be doing to get ahead in your life. And that's what I'm all about. I want to help people get ahead in their life. So if you guys have any questions or whatnot, feel free to reach out. But until next time, peace.